to.
Well, why not? I mean, it really, what can I say, Nick? Like you're eating, what do I have tonight? I have uh, a, a the 1 pounder Arby's sandwich here, and
The 1 pounder Arby's sandwich. I didn't know such a thing
oh,
existed.
hold on, what is going on here? Yeah, the 1 pounder Arby's sandwich, some cheese sticks, water. I have my 24 bags of popcorn came today.
The 1 pounder from Arby's. I didn't know such a thing existed. I think you're lying to me.
Well, it does if you put 2 half-pounders together.
That's gross.
Well, you know what? I saved on the carbs because I'm only using one bun. So it's reduced calorie.
I don't know if that's better or worse, to tell you the truth.
Well, I mean, what can I say? Like, what's going to be worse for you, the carbs or the protein from the roast beef? I mean, I would say,
Okay,
like,
first of all, it's not calling it roast beef. That's a stretch at
I don't
best.
think that's a stretch. It
is. Are you kidding me?
A cow still had to die for it, Nick.
I don't know if that's accurate. I really
Well,
don't know if that's accurate.
Have you ever been to the Arby's cow farms?
Wait, did you get the regular, like the original roast beef, or one of those like nicer brisket cuts that they now offer?
No, the regular roast beef.
That's there. No way any animal died for that.
All I can say, Nick, is that's not the truth at all. Like an animal dies for just about anything that you have. Like, how I have a nice place to live. Well, some animal died, like even if it was just a little ant, when the foundation of my house was like slapped down on top of that ant. So like nothing happens without an animal dying.
I mean, I feel like you're just blindly
Jordan, what do you
grabbing
think?
for.
Do you believe this garbage that Nick is spewing here about this?
Well, he certainly doesn't believe the garbage that you're spewing.
I mean, what can I say? Like, I just want Jordan's opinion. I mean, like, is that wrong?
Well, go ahead, Jordan. If you want to indulge in this madness, please just get it out.
I mean, I'm
now.
sure that there are things that one can do without an animal dying. So
I don't. Well, I don't know.
John.
I'm not so sure, because like even when we breathe air in, if you want to be technical, like I'm sure that everyone actually, I think that I read the statistic, like eats of 1 pound of spiders in their sleep a year. And so what can I say? Like you can't even go to sleep without eating an animal.
Well,
that's the average person. And that means that it's taken into account like every person. So, it is, I think, completely fair to say that there would be some people who are eating 0 spiders per year.
And then to offset those people, there's probably John who's eating like 40 a year.
Precisely.
I've woken up in the middle of the night and I felt a spider crawling on my mouth. Well, and actually, I've been in. Well, the worst thing I've ever woken up to was the where was it? Like it was.
We're gonna play this game, John. What's the worst thing you've ever woken up to? Oh boy.
Well, no, it was
dangerous ground, man.
The
Pass
Travel Lodge in Traverse City, and so don't go there. But I wanted
Traverse City or the Travel Lodge.
Well, I went to the Travel Lodge in Traverse City because I thought, well, you know what? Like I want to save a little bit of money, right? Well, that wasn't a good idea because there were bed bugs.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You shouldn't stay at Travel Lodge then.
Well, I'm never going to stay at any Wyndham property ever again.
Okay.
You hear that, Hilton? Like I'm saying that you have good hotels. You should give me a free vacation now.
They do, John. I have an H Honors account.
But you have to that's a rewards account. That's not really a free vacation because you have to buy.
No,
something.
But I'm saying like I have one because I like staying at Hilton product hotels as opposed to other chains. Thus, I don't have a rewards program at every single hotel chain or group.
I don't know. Like you saw all my rewards cards a couple of weekends ago. Like I
that you have in catalog?
I have a massive amount of rewards cards. I
So
mean,
unnecessary, John. It's no value add.
Yeah, there are. Like, what? You know what? I'm going to make a. I'm going to do a NFT for my Blockbuster card and see how much that gets me.
Okay.
I did because you know what? There's some stupid stuff that people are paying a lot of money for.
That's true. That's true.
So I like if I'm sure that if I said my half-eaten cheese stick looks like Jesus, that somebody would pay for it.
Do you think it's one of
I
those
am
cheese?
100% certain that that is not the case.
Maybe not $100. You might be able to get like 75 cents. Wait,
Well, I mean,
John,
but somebody would pay something for it, right? I mean, that's economics.
probably.
This is I'm giving people a basic economics lesson right now.
Well, it depends. Is it one of those cheese sticks from the karaoke night that we?
Oh, it was from
did?
Arby's.
Oh, well, it's not the same as from the Nori Bank place, so it's.
Well, yeah, but
that's
I did hear
valueless.
that karaoke was opening back up.
Oh, it is okay.
So
Alright.
soon, like it was, like they said that pool halls and everything like that can open up here in Michigan soon.
good.
So maybe we can get some more of those cheese sticks.
Well, John, you just happen to know that the show tonight is the theme is Michigan Cats. Jordan
Well,
is one as well.
Yes, absolutely. That's I think that I don't know if that counts as a theme though, but
Well, it kind of is when all three of us are.
It's not a theme.
Exactly.
well, maybe that.
Come on, John. Don't be shooting down all these positive attributes.
Well, I'll try to stay positive,
Please.
but maybe the opening music will help cheer me up, Nick.
It will cheer me up.
Yeah,
Probably
all
help
right.
cheer
What a
me up.
time to be
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
Welcome to Funny is Part of My Name, a podcast about math and Korean culture, with a side of humor. For information about our podcast,
Oh, John, what happened to the sound? It cut off.
Your hosts, 프로페서 승찬 and 닉 하하하.
How am I supposed to know what happened to the sound? Like that wasn't my fault.
Because you're the show's producer.
Well, you know what? All I can say is it's been a busy couple of days and I'm sleep deprived, but that's okay.
Well,
I
what you're
wouldn't
saying
miss the
is
show for anything.
the struggle is real.
The struggle is real.
Oh, all right.
So
What else is new?
you know that you know how I've been starting the shows the last couple of weeks with some positive news, right?
Has that really been the way?
Yeah, because we had the
Actually,
news-
no, John. Last week's show did not start with positive news because our guest bailed on us.
yes, but I did talk about the student Benjamin Rudrack who got
That's true.
a degree from Kent State University at the age of 18, right?
That's true. I'm still
So-
waiting for him to be our guest, so maybe next week.
So here is the inspiring math news of this week, Nick.
Okay.
So this was reported by NPR. So you may have already heard it because I'm sure that you stay up to date on your NPR news, right?
No.
Jordan, do you listen to NPR?
Yes, I do, in the car.
See, so did you hear the story this morning about the autistic Florida student who solves math problems in her head?
I did not.
Well, this one is actually very interesting. So I think I'm very bad at names, but I'm pretty sure I have this one right.
It's probably
Santa
Karen Smith.
Hiremath of age 11 was homeschooled when she could do math without writing problems down. So she now has a Guinness World Record finishing a 12-digit multiplication problem in under 10 minutes.
Well, did it?
And now the update to this is that she did it with no calculator, no paper, absolutely nothing. So I will say congratulations to this young woman here, and it's quite a feat to be able to do something like that.
So her name was Sarah.
Santa,
Sa-
Sanaa.
okay, and she's 11.
Yes.
Impressive.
Yeah, so I think it's impressive for anyone to do this, and given that she is an autistic student who is getting her name out there and getting in the Guinness World Record and doing math, I think this is excellent. So congratulations.
Congratulations,
Yep.
John. I think you have another future guest.
Yeah,
to
we should
pursue.
get Santa on the show. So NPR, can you
Come
can
at us.
you- Yeah, well,
they have to have
NPR
that.
should feature us anyway. The
Maybe it could be a
NPR should
joint.
be,
It could be a joint venture
yeah, it could be a
where
joint thing.
we feature the two young students with the accomplishments, and then the
Yeah, we
show
can
gets a little bit
Do
more
an
publicity on
NPR
a
special.
national broadcast.
I
I think it's a
agree. Isn't that
Golden
great?
plan.
Yeah, I mean, it's double the fun, right? So
Sure.
did you hear the news that President Moon visited the White House this week?
I did not know he was in town visiting, but I
Jordan,
do
what
know.
do you think about this? Obviously, Nick doesn't know the current events, but what are your
That's
thoughts
why I rely on
about
the show, John.
what are your thoughts about President Moon's visit?
I think that first of all, I will just go ahead and clear the air that I do not deign to be any authority on international diplomacy or anything like that. So I'm just going to throw that disclaimer out here on the off chance that anybody who knows me or is one of my students is listening. But I think honestly I think during this particular presidency, we've seen a lot more strengthened, international relations because we've moved away from this America first kind of mindset. So I think you're going to see a lot more leaders from around the world visiting the United States. And for the betterment of, I think, our global society, because I think really the days are gone when we can be so isolationist. So I think like anytime we can have friendly relations with world leaders, I think that's a good thing.
Oh yes, absolutely, and I think that the one thing that I thought was really good in knowing friends in Korea right now. Like I think this is great news, but Korea is from a result of this meeting this week. Korea and the U.S. have decided to establish a global vaccine partnership called the Chorus Global Vaccine Partnership. So, according to the Korean Ministry of Health and Welfare, the two countries plan to accelerate the global vaccine production and supply of the COVID vaccine by combining Korea's biopharmaceutical production capability and the US's vaccine development technology. So I think that this is great. And last week, I think we were already like getting preliminary announcements, at least, that the US is going to provide full vaccination for all 550,000 South Korean troops, but they're also now going to have a partnership where a lot of the general public is in Korea will now be able to be vaccinated. So I know this is welcome news there, I'm sure, even though the deal wasn't for as many doses as Korea would have hoped. But I I think that like putting Korea in the situation where more doses are getting to be available there for the people who want them, I think that's great. So Nick, do you have any other thoughts on this story?
Well, it's always good to have foreign diplomats in to Washington and visiting the White House. It's good to have a working relationship with other foreign or leaders of other nations. Obviously, the last year has made that more challenging than it normally would be, just because of the logistics of travel and the different regulations that international borders have for people of different countries entering or leaving. So hopefully it's a productive, positive meeting with the two individuals this week. It sounds like they have a big topic to cover with this vaccination partnership, and certainly we all want that to go very well for not only the two countries discussing it, but it sounds like it's going to be a venture that ultimately helps a lot of the world. So that's at the forefront of importance for really the whole world. So I'm looking forward to it being a very constructive opportunity for the two leaders to make a lot of headway.
Well, you know what, Nick, I think it's a big week in politics overall because I said I had big news. I think it's time to announce it, but I did put my name into the political arena because I actually found out from my barber, Lauren, over at Old 13 Barber Company. So everyone should go over there if you need a good haircut and you like my new look that I have here. But I will say that he mentioned to me that the Warren mayor has some city commission appointments to make, and that there are always openings for anyone who would like to be on one. And so I went to the website and the mayor called me back this evening, but I missed his call, but he left me a voicemail saying that there is an opening for the cultural commission. So I'm going to call him back tomorrow, and hopefully there won't be much of a problem in me getting that final appointment. I know there's there's some questions to be asked about why I really want the appointment and a background check, but I don't think that there should be a problem with me passing a background check. I don't think that I have anything like suspicious on my record, but
Let's hope that they don't investigate your production of this show.
well,
No, dude, you
Nick?
invented a fire drill last week, so
Well, all
low
I can
blow. I love
say is that
it.
I have a very clean record. So there we go. So,
Well, clean as in no criminal charges, but I mean, if that's the only basis of evaluation, John, then
well, but I think that the cultural commission would be great for me because
I didn't say that.
I
no, I
think
didn't either.
that I know a lot about like
Culture.
arts and culture and history and I probably know more community members than I think that I know because being an employee at the
I agree.
college, I meet a lot of the community members who are students, and so I think that this is a good step for me, and I'm glad it was just an appointment because I really don't think I would want to run for an office, right? I mean,
why not?
well, can you imagine? Did you hear about anyway, there's a lot of people who run for office and use up all of their life savings and then they still lose. And I'm just not going to be one of those people.
Okay, so you're
No,
not.
because you would use up all of your life savings and then you would win. Be positive.
Well, no,
Good
because
point, John. Yeah, wait, no,
Like-
John, he's right because you said at the beginning of this show that you were going to be more positive, and all
okay,
I'm
but,
hearing is
but think
pessimism.
about it. How can I be positive about that story? Because if I use all my life savings, but I win, well, I have to stop drinking soju because I don't want to risk being intoxicated as a politician. And if I use all my life savings and I lose, well, I've used all my life savings and now I don't have any money left to buy more soju. So either way, I'm
So-
stuck not drinking soju the rest
So
of my life.
essentially, this whole
So-
thing is banking on your ability to meter your alcoholism.
Well, no, like all I'm saying is that I wouldn't want to use up or even risk using up all my life savings to run for a political office that I might not win.
Because
Like-
of how it would hinder your soju lifestyle.
Yeah, because do I really want to be like Governor Whitmer, who got caught with 12 people at a table in Lansing when the state mandate currently says 6? No, like if I want to have 12 people at my soju party and not end up on Fox 2 the next morning, then I want to have that.
So, John, are you saying that as long as you're not governor, that it's okay if you break state
Well,
regulation?
Well, no, I'm just saying that if I break regulations, like by accident or not, I don't want to be up on Fox 2.
So as long as your breach of rules or laws is not publicized, it's okay.
No, all I'm saying is that I'm pretty sure that out of all the local Detroit news channels, that Fox 2 is the only one sleazy enough that would actually cover the story. Like, because I see them over on the lodge, like waiting for a story to happen. Like when nothing is happening on the lodge, the Fox 2 truck is already there. So,
To be fair,
well,
if
I mean, like,
something is going to happen,
well, something is going to happen on the lodge. I mean, that's a given, but still, though, I think it's kind of sleazy. I mean, like if they would actually move their station from Southfield into the city of Detroit, then I wouldn't think it's so sleazy. But you can't call yourself a Detroit TV station when you're not in Detroit. The only local TV station in Detroit is Channel 4, and they have that downtown Detroit studio. Well, Channel 7 has that studio down there, but I wouldn't say that they're based in Detroit.
I'm struggling to catch the logic here, John. I'm just saying. I'm not
Well,
quite sure the
I'm
point you're
just
making
saying
or
it's-
trying to
look,
make.
he just doesn't want to be on, the lodge when Fox 2 is apparently there, ready to poach some mistake he's going to make.
Yeah, like
Oh,
you've
He
seen
just
the
doesn't
I'm on
want
the
to.
lodge with
so
the
he's admitting he's a
videos,
mistake
right, Nick?
maker.
Well,
I'm on the lodge with it. I'm on the lodge with it.
John, if you just didn't make mistakes, it wouldn't matter.
yeah, because
Well,
that's
I
easy.
mean, but I really wanted to get I'm on the lodge with the, like T-shirt, but they only had like a 5XL size left when I went to buy them.
Just have a custom one made. The same way you have shirts and mugs made for the show.
yeah, I
you can
mean,
do
like,
it, John.
I can I want my own. I'm on the lodge with the T-shirt, and on the back I'll get a Fox 2 logo,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna ship them over to Fox 2.
See, now it just
and-
sounds like you're fishing for attention. The same attention you said you didn't want
Well,
for having 12 people at a table. There's a lot of contradiction going on right
all
now.
I can say,
That's all I can say.
Nick, is I don't think that there's any contradiction here.
Okay.
And we've ventured far from the original point. So, what kind of platform are you going to use to approach this cultural commission? So, for example, somebody like a performing artist like myself wants to know what you're going to do to enhance the cultural landscape in the performing and creative arts for the city of Warren. So,
Ooh,
I think
that's a
you
good
should
question.
pitch to us.
Well, what You know,
I don't live in Warren, but you can still pitch.
well, yeah, but
I don't either, but
one of the
I'm still
things-
interested. I still
Yeah,
have a
some
vested
of the
right.
things
interest.
that
He's gonna be
Warren
a
could
politician.
do
He's put on
is,
the spot.
like, did you know that today is National Yucatan Shrimp Day? Warren could be celebrating that. Or today is also National Aviation Maintenance Technician Day. Like, why aren't we celebrating and honoring the national, aviation maintenance technicians? Or it's Brothers Day, or National Scavenger Hunt Day, or National Escargot Day. It's also National Wyoming Day.
I can't say any of those other than maybe the seafood related ones are high on my register.
Well, I mean, but Warren could use National Scavenger Hunt Day to,
Scavenger hunts never really did it for me.
yeah, but Warren could use National Scavenger Hunt Day to have a scavenger hunt of the city, and people could take pictures of themselves at some of the cultural landmarks within the city, and then promote it on social media and win a prize at the end of the day.
Well, if you're gonna do something like that, I'd rather you celebrate Yucatan Shrimp Day. That sounds better.
Well, I mean, we could, like, what you could do though is that would be great to include the restaurants in the city that have shrimp to sell, right, and promote their businesses. So I think that's great,
Well, John, I think you have your work cut out for you.
because restaurants, like, without like, if all the restaurants in Warren or any city were to close, I think that would take a big cut into the culture of the city, because people gather around food, and food is important.
Okay. Well, John, I'm just saying, I think you're up for the job, but you have a lot of work to do.
Well, Nick, did you know what else is coming up this week? Did you know tomorrow is National Tap Dance Day?
I did not know that.
So that's a cultural thing, right?
Is that a cultural thing?
Dancing is tap dancing is definitely an art. Like, it's
Performing
something
arts.
that I
It
wouldn't
is, but
do.
is that a culture? I mean, how do we define a cultural thing?
I honestly, Nick, like, anything is cultural if you want to put it in that context.
Okay, it sounds a little too liberal, but all right.
Tomorrow is also
It is
National
subjective.
Brown Bag Day.
Brown what day?
Brown bag it. Like,
As in,
bring
like,
your brown bag lunch to work.
Oh, I don't have any paper bags to bring lunch tomorrow. Maybe I'll. Oh,
Well,
you know, I might
what
have
my
some.
problem is, Nick, is
might
I'm
have some.
colorblind. So if somebody
What does
told me
that have to do
brown
with-
bag it, I wouldn't know if I'm bringing the right color bag. So this is kind of discriminatory of a day.
Well, I mean, there's only really two colors that paper bags come, which is white or brown, and I'm pretty sure even with your
Oh,
color
no,
blindness,
no,
you can
no,
tell
no,
the
Nick.
difference.
Like, you can order multicolored paper craft bags on the internet.
Paper
So,
crap
Yeah, so
bags.
I've got, like, think
What's
about
a
it. Like,
crap bag? Is that like
yeah, no. Like,
sort
have
of a
you
barf
ever?
bag? It's
Okay,
a crap
think
bag.
about
You
Nick,
can dump
though.
in it.
Remember,
Did you
like,
say craft?
Kraft, CRAFT,
Oh,
not like Kraft cheese or crap, like the poop
CRAFT.
emoji. All right, so all I can say, Nick, is think about this. Like, think about the times, like, whenever you've had a popcorn bag at the movies.
Yeah.
That's not a paper bag. That's a brown or a white bag, right? I mean,
Sometimes it's white.
yeah, on the inside, but they have, like,
No, like the outside, depending
it's
on which
coated
movie
blue
theater you
or
go.
yellow and have popcorn kernels.
Yeah, but there's not a universal color. It depends on which theater you go.
So
So
that's why I'm saying it's not always brown or always white. You can have.
But if you
other
go to the
colors.
store and you
So
buy
wouldn't it-
lunch bags, I'm just
Well, your lunches must be boring if they always put in the same color bag.
well, they do it because it's one of those reusable.
they're just
like,
consistent.
Yeah.
Or that, yeah.
And
So
tomorrow
what's
is
in the bag that
also
counts, John? Not the
National
bag.
Towel Day and National Wine Day.
Wow. Okay. So
Oh.
I will use a towel and maybe have a glass of wine.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Just don't pack it in your brown bag at lunch, because I don't think work would appreciate it if you drink wine with your lunch.
No, probably not.
but maybe they would, because they might enjoy it when they have to, call the police to escort you out, or for getting intoxicated at work or something like that.
So all of a sudden now, I'm not only having wine during the day tomorrow, I'm going to be getting drunk on the
Oh
wine.
no, I didn't say that. I'm just saying, like, that if that happened, your work might enjoy it.
Actually, I called Nick's work and they said that they would not appreciate him being drunk at work. So
I don't
Well,
think
I
I'd
don't- I
appreciate
don't think
being
they
drunk
do.
at work either. I mean,
I would
it's-
appreciate it if I were drunk at work. I wouldn't be, but I would appreciate it.
okay.
That's all I can say. Like,
All right.
but I had some teachers in school who I know were always drunk, because I smelt it in the one of my teachers big, like, she purposely bought like the 64-ounce like big gulp cup so that she could hide alcohol in it all day. I think that's a
Oh,
dead giveaway. And then
so, like,
the
3 bottles of
science
wine.
teacher who would give us our worksheet and then go to the lab for the rest of the class, and we could see him through the glass window drinking. So what can I say? Like,
I don't know, John. I think we're way over our segment right now, and I think it's time for a commercial break probably, and some embarrassing trivia.
Well, let's make sure to not besmirch the field of education, okay, too much, and just say that these people are obviously the outliers, and that teaching is an incredibly noble profession, and that just because John is choosing to remember and single out these people doesn't mean all teachers are trash.
but at the same
Oh,
time, at
Always
the
a
same
but.
time though,
Tell me
is
about it.
that I will say that if these bad apples aren't called out, and it doesn't become the norm to be okay to call out the bad apples, then nothing will ever change. Because sometimes
That's fair.
like bad apples are allowed to continue to be bad apples because
Yep.
people are afraid to call them out.
That's
So,
fair.
Okay.
I'll buy that. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I just don't think it's right to base our perception of an entire profession on 2 examples,
oh
who,
no,
albeit are kind of a trip on the Hot Mess Express, but it I don't know. I take things like that sometimes a little bit too personally. Maybe I overreacted.
oh no,
sorry.
but all I can say
Well,
is,
yeah. I mean, what else are you going to do when John just is bathing the whole conversation in all this negativity that he said he was going to avoid tonight?
well, no, like, I'll be positive. Here's a positive thing, Nick.
Oh,
Like, in exchange for not saying anything about the alcohol in her cup, the one teacher allowed some of the students to go outside and smoke marijuana during class, in
during
exchange for
class.
not tattling
Oh,
on her for drinking during class. There's
Sounds
a
like some
positive
dirty deals
story.
going on.
Yeah, I think it's positive. Like, she
That's
let them,
positive.
yeah, like, she let them smoke their weed.
As
I mean,
in
like-
exchange for their secrecy.
Well, I mean, like, but you want me to spin it to be upbeat, and that's the best upbeat way I can spin that one.
I think the more upbeat thing would have been to just not include that part.
Well, the struggle is real, but you
It's
know
for
what?
you.
The good news is that after this break, I have some trivia that will stump you worse than usual, Nick.
Worse than usual.
Yeah,
I
worse
don't
than
get any right.
usual.
Any.
Thank you for listening to Funny is Part of My Name. We'll be back with more right after this break.
All right. Oh, by the way, I thought of something. I do want to say that sometimes when the alcohol is found in school buildings. It's not the teachers or the students, because one time I walked into my office at the college and saw somebody on the cleaning crew like drinking beer, and then when they heard somebody coming in, I saw them like toss the cans in the upper cupboard of the kitchen area.
Why are we still on this topic, John?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I like to say that not every teacher is bad. It could be some other culprit at the school also.
Okay, that's fine, John. I think we need to segue though.
Well, I mean, what can I say? Oh, by the way, I do have some interesting trivia this week, actually.
All right, prize first. What's the imaginary
Well-
prize?
No, this isn't imaginary. Are you kidding me?
Well, it's imaginary in the sense of whoever wins, meaning the guest, is probably never going to get the prize.
Well, I ship within a 2 feet radius. I mean, what can I
Okay.
say? All
Don't
right.
worry, Jordan. I'll give you his address afterward. You can go.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
Although it's
come
probably
over,
not
but
worth. It's
I'll
probably not
probably
worth
do
the 2.5
something,
hour
but
drive.
you know what? No, I have a. All right, I have a nice bag of skinny popcorn,
Wow. Yeah.
and it makes a great snack, or it goes well in a brown bag lunch.
Jordan, you better get in the car right now. That's not going to
Yeah.
last.
I better.
Well, actually, it will, because I got 32 bags of it today.
I'm sure you could stop and get one bag at a time at 32 different locations where it's sold and still not have to make it all the way to John's place.
Well, that's okay. So now
Okay.
all I can say is that today's trivia is
Wait, John, is
fairly-
that Skinny Pop the plain or the white cheddar?
this one is plain, but maybe
Oh,
next,
it's not even worth it then.
yeah, but maybe
No.
next month I'll when I do my Amazon subscribe and save, I'll get a different flavor.
Well, I mean, that's fine for next month, but for today, if it's not the white cheddar, nobody can cares about this prize. I
Well,
don't.
That's okay.
Not that I'm going to win anyways, but I don't care about the prize. So my attitude is not good.
All right. So here is today's trivia topic, and
Oh boy.
this is going to be now Jordan, since you said that you are in education, I have some educational themed trivia here.
You won't learn
So-
anything though.
Well,
You
that's
just said the
okay.
theme was education.
Yeah.
Didn't say I was
So
going to be educated.
this
The oxymoron is that you won't learn anything from this.
this data, the data that the trivia is based off of is from the U.S. Census Bureau's 2019 American Community Survey. So the topic is the states with the most college graduates. So
This is by number, John. Oh, the number of college graduates.
oh, hold on. It is going to be based off of the proportion of adults in the state with a bachelor's degree or higher.
So exactly not how you worded the question originally,
Well,
because the way you worded it originally was how many, and then you proceed to explain it as being a percentage of the population.
well, the thing is that the title of the survey is United States metros and states with the most college graduates. So I can't, do anything about an improperly named title of the survey, because
You're
we do
right, but you
accurate
could
reporting on
find
the show,
you could
Nick.
find you could find this information at less bogus websites.
So you call you're calling the U.S. Census Bureau's 2019 American Community Survey a bogus website?
Well, either that or the way you worded the setup for this, the intro for this trivia was bogus. One or the other.
Well,
It's a
you know
little
what,
deceiving.
Nick,
Just saying.
that's
But no,
okay.
carry on though. Don't mind
So-
me.
So the first person to name the let's see, the person who names the most out of the top 10 states will win the prize.
Okay, are we alternating our guesses?
Yes, so Jordan, we can start with you. So
Remember, Jordan, it's the percentage of the
yes,
population
no,
with
not the
bachelor's or
percentage,
high.
not the percentage, the proportion. I did say proportion, not percentage, and there
I
is
mean,
a
it's-
difference.
In the case of this, it's essentially the same thing, but okay.
Well, yes, but they're not the same. Like I can't let incorrect mathematics
Okay,
go
so-
unnoticed.
So what is the format of an appropriate? Oh no, I'm just guessing the state. Never mind. It's
Yes.
okay. All right.
All right. So now, Jordan, this is the states with the highest proportion of adults with a bachelor's degree or higher. So give it your first guess.
Colorado.
So that was number 2
Wow.
with let's see, 42.7%. So
That's pretty
that's the
high.
proportion or percentage of
Hmm.
the state with a bachelor's degree or higher. So since you got that correct, Jordan, you get a second guess.
I think there's a game where you can play like basketball, kind of like this, and you score a basket and then you get possession again.
Is John the referee of that game?
He might be.
Yeah.
Let's see. How about California?
California
No
was
way.
not in the top 10.
Oh, bummer.
So that was number 13 at
Wow.
35%.
14, you said?
Yes. No, 13.
13. Okay.
Yes.
35. That's
All right,
higher than I thought,
so-
actually. Okay.
So Nick, go ahead and make your guess.
Massachusetts.
Well, Nick, you didn't ask it in the form of a question.
You did not
So-
specify that.
Well, that's okay, Nick. Jordan, what is your guess?
So clearly that was a right answer, Jordan. Just
What
What is
say
the
it over.
state of Massachusetts?
Yes, absolutely, Jordan. That was the number one answer at 45%. So very
How
good.
about it?
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean,
Congratulations. That was a huge one.
yeah, at 45%. And
Yeah.
I think that this is a pretty interesting survey, right?
Sure.
All right, Jordan, you get another guess.
How about Washington State?
So Washington State was not in the top 10. It was number 11.
That's really
Ooh.
disappointing. I'm disappointed in you, Microsoft.
Come on,
Yeah.
Seattle.
Come on,
So that was
Seattle.
a
All your coffee shops are
37%.
not promoting enough learning. Hmm,
Well, you know what though? I don't blame them.
you don't?
No, because like every time that somebody tries to go to college there, it probably rains and they get washed out to the ocean, right? Because doesn't it rain a lot in Seattle? that's
Apparently
my
it does.
viewpoint on it, like
I don't know if there's constant landslides though or flooding.
Well, I mean, with how many hills there are in Seattle, I wouldn't, I've only been there like 2 weeks of my entire life, but I'd say there could be landslides there easily.
Well, I don't know. I don't know the stat on that.
Nick, it's time.
I'll have
for-
to shore up on my Pacific Northwest
Yeah,
geology,
why
John.
not? But it is time for your guess, Nick.
Okay. Connecticut.
Well,
Oh, damn it.
you know what, Nick? I
You're welcome. You're
I'll
welcome,
give you-
Jordan.
I'll give you that one as a mercy answer.
Oh, good.
And that came in at number 5.
Oh, thank you.
So that's at
Wow, you're so kind. It's just the
39.8%.
generosity here.
Yeah,
Off the charts philanthropy.
yeah. Why not? I mean,
A man of the people.
well, I think that's actually a great answer, right? Yeah, why not?
It was
All
right.
right, but you do forfeit your
That's fair.
opportunity
That's
to
fair.
go again.
Okay, yeah,
So,
I did
Jordan,
mess up that.
What
So
is
that's fair.
your next guess?
How about what is Pennsylvania?
So Pennsylvania
No way. No way.
was at 24.
Oh, that was a bad one.
Yes, but I forgive you because your track record said that you usually get them right. So I'll let you go again, Jordan. Yep.
I'm sorry. So
This rationale is flawed, to say
Well,
the least.
Nick, just for interrupting
Inconsistent?
Jordan's response, you get a 1-round penalty. So
oh,
Jordan,
that's rough.
So what is your next guess?
Sure. How about what is Hawaii?
So Hawaii came
No,
in at
can't
number
be.
18. So,
But
but
you get to go again.
yeah, but you get to go again. So what's your next guess?
You know, the score is close, John. It's 2-1 right now.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is 2-1.
It's very close. It's too close for my liking. How about let's see. What is New Jersey?
So New Jersey is number 3 at 41.2%. So very good. So you get to go again, Jordan.
Great. What is Illinois? No.
Oh,
That was-
Illinois was number 12.
Of course not. Of course it's
But-
not in the top 10.
Well, I mean, there are some great things in Illinois. I mean, like what's great in Illinois?
Chicago.
Oh, I like Garrett's popcorn.
Mm.
Yeah, like Garrett's popcorn is pretty good.
How about Portillo's?
But Portillo's, why would I want to go there when they have it in Michigan now? They ruined it for
That's
me.
true. Yeah.
They ruined
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Like-
John, but you could say the same thing about Permanente Brothers, and we went there once over in Novi.
Because like you can't ruin Permanente Brothers. When I can go there and troll people on the jukebox all night, then I'm happy.
But you can do that at a lot of. You could probably do that.
What do you do? Do you
Yeah.
just rickroll them all night? What
Well,
is this?
yeah,
What-
like-
Actually, he
what do you do?
does.
Because
Actually,
I-
yes.
yes, I really
Yes.
do.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, just wait long enough. He'll get you with the Rick Astley in some
Well, you
medium.
know what,
You
Jordan?
don't do that
if
with
you want to
Notre Dame, do you?
go to Permanente Brothers
no
with me
guarantee.
sometime, I'll go with you because I have not been to that jukebox in probably like around a year and a half.
Is it because you were banned from it?
Well, no,
I
because like
wish he
they
was.
were closed for some time, but I will
Actually,
say
John, the last time you went there was probably that time with me when we went to watch basketball, and you were in fact trolling that jukebox all night.
I was, but why not? Like, if no one else is going to play good music, I
That's a
think I
good
played
point.
the
You did
chicken
you did
dance
you
at
did
one
have a good
point.
playlist set up for that night. I'll give you the credit for that.
Yeah, like the Hokey Pokey was on there. Let's see, but you know, I could play the new BTS song.
It was not out at the time, or Dynamite was
Well, I
not
could
out at the
no
time. but
the new one, Butter.
oh yeah, you can play that now. You couldn't have played that
Smooth as
before.
butter. You know, like why not?
I don't know
Like,
why you wouldn't.
Smooth as butter. Like
Yeah.
you know how much I like butter.
Oh, unfortunately I do.
So Jordan, you get another guess now.
With a
So
commanding
what
lead.
state do you think made the top 10 that you haven't guessed yet?
you probably don't want to guess Florida.
No, definitively
Just
no.
a hunch.
Well, I
Florida
will-
is a lawless swamp, so no.
I will give you a hint, Jordan, that number 4 has not been said yet, and it starts with an M.
I know it can't be Michigan, so what about Maine?
Maine is number 21. So
No. Okay. Well, I guess Nick has to guess again now.
all right,
Thanks
Nick,
a lot, Nick.
you are being skipped because Florida called and they said they didn't like your swamp comment. So, all right, Jordan, it's back to you.
Sure, that made all
Uh,
kinds of sense, John.
Sure. What about
What other M state? Oh,
what about Maryland?
Maryland is number 4. Great work, Jordan. Very good. Okay, so 4-1 right now. So, you know what, Nick?
yes.
I will actually give you a chance to redeem yourself.
How do I do that?
So we're going into sudden death trivia right now.
What's the point of even dragging us through the preliminaries when you always institute this sudden death part at the end?
Well, why not?
It
Because
just feels like all the work that you had Jordan do to build up his lead is now just being poured down the drain.
well, that's okay.
I don't know if that's a way to treat a
Oh.
guest, John.
So now,
Well, that's okay. Wow, we're being rather cavalier with my incredibly commanding lead right now.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what I mean. I just feel John's hospitality is
well,
not
all I can say,
not very
Jordan,
endearing.
is
Hostility.
that I have
right.
a-
More, yeah.
I have a pretty good feeling that Nick is working his way to being disqualified anyway. So I
What?
think that you have a pretty good chance here. So here is the sudden death round. So for this round, we are going to go by the proportion of the people in each state who are women with a bachelor's degree or higher. So
So this is the same kind of top 10, but just for the female part of the population.
yes, so for the proportion of
Okay.
women with a bachelor's degree or higher.
I'm
So-
going to assume it's a lot of the same states.
So Jordan, I'll give you the first guess, and then Nick will have a well, it doesn't even have to be the top 10 for this, but Nick will have a chance to guess a state that is higher than the state that you guessed.
Ooh, this is
Oh,
edgy.
that makes it interesting.
Okay.
Okay, how about
So wait, the one that Jordan guesses doesn't have to be in the top 10. You said it could be anything.
Right.
It's
but
just he
then
doesn't want to
you
go
will have
too
to
low.
Try to
though.
guess one higher than what Jordan
Oh,
guessed.
ooh. This is
in order to-
suspenseful. I
Yeah.
like this.
Okay, so Jordan, what is your guess?
what is New Jersey?
New Jersey, what came in at number 5. So Nick,
All right.
go ahead and make your guess. And this is for all of it, Nick.
Yep. So I need to guess something that's 1 through 4.
Yes.
What is Massachusetts?
Oh, so close. It was what is Massachusetts? So Jordan, congratulations. You won. And I will say that
So yes, Jordan, please come drive the 150 miles to come get your one bag of plain skinny pop
oh, why not?
that you could
Because-
probably drive 150 feet and also get.
well, that's
Oh, dog,
okay.
we're gonna go to Bowboys again, man.
Yes.
I don't think it's open right now.
Not right now, but tomorrow.
Yeah.
Camp out until tomorrow night.
Yeah. Why not?
No, obviously we don't camp out. We're not sociopaths.
Right.
we
yes.
we hang out and we go to Bowboys. And come on, what are you failing?
I
to see
think
about
you
this,
should
Nick?
go. I think you should just invite yourself over to John's to stay the night and just get completely lit on soju and make your stay just as obnoxious as possible.
I think that is a terrible idea. I will not be doing
For
that.
who?
Well,
For whom?
For John or
that,
for you?
you know that there's some obnoxious things.
I think for
in-
you,
in
that's a
my
great
home,
idea.
though,
For
Nick.
John, it sucks.
So no, because I sleep like a rock no matter what. So
But he's
I'm
gonna
a
drink all
pretty-
your soju, John.
No, I don't think that's what it is.
And then you're not gonna want to get any more because you told me that H Mart over by you only carries the garbage brands.
well, no, they stopped like selling general, but they sell Good Friends now.
I thought you said
And
you
that-
don't like that. Oh no, it's JOA
No,
that you don't like.
it's a JOA that I don't like. But
Mm,
you know
okay.
what I do like, Nick, is your final joke of the week. And so we'll have a short break, and then it will be time for your last joke of the entire
Oh.
week.
Wow.
Monday?
Yeah,
That's what
and
I
it's
always
only
say, too.
Monday. So what a time to be alive, right?
I
mean,
suppose.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Because it feels like it can only go up from here. Like if you've
That's
already
true.
got your final joke of the
that's cool.
week over, then
This
things
is my
will go
weekly
up
low
from
point,
here.
so that's a good point.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay positive. Like if
Okay.
yeah,
All
why
right.
not?
That makes sense. For the
Yeah,
first time all night, it does.
Yeah, it really does. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to Funny is Part of My Name. We'll be back with more right after this break.
All right, Nick. So
Mm.
what is this final joke of the week?
So, John, since you mentioned earlier, not in exactly a positive light, cleaning staff, the joke is somewhat related to that. So, John or Jordan, both of you, either one, what do janitors yell when they jump out of closets?
Well, if I actually saw a janitor jumping out of a closet, I would probably get the security footage and sell it to America's Funniest Home Videos or something.
Okay, I'm not seeing the same comedic value as you are.
Jordan, I'm not sure that this joke is going to be good, but what are your thoughts?
I don't know. I've never seen a janitor jump out of a closet. Therefore, I'm not sure how I would handle that situation or what I think they would say. So,
Honest assessment.
But if I had to guess where I think that this joke is going, he might say something like, "Oh, sweep."
No. What? I'll just pretend I didn't hear that.
Well, I mean, I'm making a sweeping joke.
Nick, you better tell us the punchline before this plunges any further.
Yeah, well,
depths
John's
of-
he's already just shoved it right down the crap chute. All right, John. When janitors jump out of closets, they yell supplies.
I'm laughing because this is not a good joke.
Hey,
All
as
right.
long as it gets you to laugh, that's progress.
Uh,
That's better than I've done any other week.
The struggle is real.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
every time.
Well, thank you, Jordan, for being on the show, and I
Hey,
hope
thanks for
it
having me.
wasn't too negative of an experience.
Well,
Like,
if
you
it
should
was,
give
John,
us
it's your
a
fault. It's your
5-star
fault.
review
Especially the
on
fact that you
Google
said you were going to be
Reviews.
positive tonight.
No, it's cool. It was a good time. It was a good time. You guys are great.
Yeah,
Thank you
guys
for
are
coming and
fantastic.
putting up with this,
And,
Jordan.
and like I said,
it's-
Oh, thanks for
it-
putting up with me.
No,
Well,
no. You were
you-
you
you
were a
really-
gracious guest. It's the host that makes it a
What?
difficult,
This is-
challenging experience for people,
Well,
including
no,
me.
all I can say is that by the way, I can do something that is interesting that like I don't know, like look at this. Hold on, because I think that people will really enjoy this when they see us in the like in the office building, right?
Oh wow. How about
so
that? Why
yeah, I mean, did you know that Zoom did this now?
no, but you know what? Can you turn this off, John? Because I go into the office all day. I don't need to be at work anymore, especially at 11 at
Well,
night.
here, you know where else we can be then? We can be where did it go? Because they had one that's like the beach. Here we go. If you didn't like that, you can be in the kitchen.
Okay, it's better
Oh.
than at the office. Well, no, Jordan is at a performing hall of some.
Yeah.
Or is at church?
It's the concert
not?
hall.
Okay.
The struggle is real.
Yeah.
All right. Well, enjoy your evening, everyone. And it was great having you on the show, Jordan. And give my popcorn shop a 5-star review on TripAdvisor, you know, when you stop by to get your popcorn. And I hope everyone has a great night. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. Enjoy,
See
everybody.
you.
What a day.
You've been listening to Funny is Part of My Name. Please visit www.johnoaks.com for resources and recordings from past episodes. And don't forget to join us back here next Monday for an all-new episode.